Get them to Overwatch League. Give me a few more hours, please. Like, look, Justin, is this a position you want to be in? No. Why not? You're surrounded by enemies. You're literally surrounded by them. And because you have such an aggressive position, Pfeffy followed up here, which he shouldn't. We should be sitting over here waiting for the engagement to go. So like, Sif gets a nice pick there on the McCree. But like, look, if you were here, you could have immediately went on that Winston, shred him to pieces. And that's the engagement, right? If Winston is that, there's not much they can do here. But you're getting shot in the back here. You're not even turning around. Oh. That's right. Gendon's throwing his bomb into nothing. We're engaging it way too early. You play this so aggressively, but because this would actually be good. You can play this aggressive if you actually dive decisively, right? But like right now, we just do like we're going in there. Might work, might not work. Let's see. No, you need to know the outcome beforehand. Because if a D.Va is surrounded by enemies, yeah, well, there you go. So now we have nothing to work with. No ultimate at all. Lucky they only build close to coalescence. It's not really game-changing ultimate, so... Not me as well, don't worry. Okay, let's see. This time we let them engage here. Tracer on point, we're trying to chase down the Tracer. We shouldn't really be doing that. Get a bit out of position here as D.Va. Mercy being cut off by her team, that's not ideal. The Mercy position is not good. Like, it just went into the McCree, right? Could have played with our Pharah here. Pharah barraging, even though she was half health, like D.Va. Okay, focusing down to Moira, needs to turn around for the Winston here. Look how easy it is to kill fucking Winston as D.Va. Didn't really need to commit to D.Va bomb there, because we can just jump off the cliff, right, and then remake that way. A bit wasted here. Oh, nice pick there. That was really good. Okay, getting pulse bump. We can push in here. We can push in here. They have... Yeah, now we lost someone. We need to get back. Back to the point. Back to the point. Okay, there we go. They're just taking way too aggressive position here again. Get back, please. Get back to the point. Yeah, there you go. Like, why did you jump in there? Suicidal, dude. Like, you're playing too aggressive here. Mark, we didn't see that. Don't worry. Oh, unlucky. See what the problem here is? Alright, let's check the engagement again. Why did we lose this push? Why did we lose this push? Maybe you can tell by yourself. Right, we pushed in a bit too hard here. We lost our trace. That's no problem. If we would just regroup on the point here. Look, D.Va overextending. Pharmacy way too far ahead here. Being in the open against the McCree, never a good idea. Look, Mercy dropping dangerously low. Meanwhile, Winston is leaping in without the help of the D.Va. So like Trace is now pushing to the point, right? Monkey, meanwhile, dying on the point. Mercy, because she was overextending with her Pharah, died to the follow-up damage from the Tracer. Monkey leaped in, that's why he died. So that's 2 times death from over-aggressive behavior. Now, getting the revenge kill on the Tracer there. Using our Transcendence in a really weird time because like we didn't have someone being low here. Should have saved the trends for later. And then D.Va getting focused here because everyone else is dead. And Monkey trying to stall this here. Ideally, you have so much time, right? You have so much time. They only have this one push. We can give them a few ticks, right? And try to regroup as much as possible. Could have been doing is D.Va trying to get back to her team here and not getting focused. Monkey shouldn't have been diving in. We wait, we regroup, right? Our main healer is here already. So that would have been 3 people already. So we could have just all regrouped on this side here, give them a few ticks, then engage again with more team members. Because what you're doing right now is you're running in 1 by 1 and you're making it very easy for them to focus you. McCree getting kills there. Alrighty. Player post asking for some coaching help, so I'm hopefully in the right place. Yes, sir, you are. You coach? Or wait. You aren't the teacher, right, that PM'd me? No, I didn't send you a PM. Oh, okay. Because there was a teacher sending me a PM. Thank you. Coach needs help coach? Well, obviously I want to get better at coaching. The more feedback I get, the better. Easy as that. Like, even coaches need to improve, right? Obviously. You're coaching as well, Wufu? I give plenty of feedback. He's boosted after all through that. Don't have a ton of coaching experience, but I have a lot of in real life sport experience, mostly in hockey. Ah, real life coach. Oh, Jesus. But like real life coaching is more on like personal level, right? You kind of give them an idea how to play, but like when I remember back in the days when I used to do a lot of sports, coach was always there to like help people out, right? And build up their moral and so on, right? But like every feedback is appreciated, man. It's cool that you joined here. Thank you. Appreciate you helping me out here. I need to increase my social skills anyway. Is there an event? There's Poke emotes? Yeah. Pokemon emotes. What event? Aren't they here the whole time? Vacant, yo, how you doing, man? The lacking with Overwatch League right now is the level of personal connection with the coaching, though. Saw you in Discord, yo, Vacant, how you doing, man? Overwatch, but honestly, like, you can't really blame this on the coaches, can you? Because coaching in Overwatch kind of requires a lot of computing power already, because you kind of need to find ways how the team can engage differently and so on, right? And at the same time, you kind of need to keep track of like the players. It's by themselves, right? But like I think most people in the Overwatch League still confuse coaches and analysts, right? Like basically the analysts are doing the job for the coach, so the coach can pass it down to the players, because the coach is the person supposed to be in charge and in connection with the players, right? Wizard is the best coach? Well, he's an analyst, he's not a coach. Well, theoretically. But yeah, I agree. There's a lot to be learned here. Yeah, totally agree. Totally agree. Probably lies in the nature of esports in general, because it's still quite young, right? So people in traditional sports had a lot of time to figure out what they're doing and how they're doing it, right? Esports still quite... Okay. If you have any feedback, shoot it at me. Really appreciate it. Thank you for dropping by. Alright. Got a bit carried away from the review here. Sorry, Kanging. Alright, we run the same comp as before, right? We still don't really anticipate the... Right, you boosted. I hope this helps. Thank you. Appreciate it. Wasn't boosted. Can't expect me to like coach all day long and then play the game on a nice level as well. It's not gonna... Alright. Go into... Honestly, what we should have been doing right now is just speed to the point. Just speed to the point. Get a free tick. But what you're doing is the wrong action. Because we are trying to face them and they have the numbers ready. We should have just flown to the point here, regroup on the point. This is Overwatch League level strats? No, it's not. Because they didn't use cooldowns to engage here. So what the Kang gang could have been doing is just jumping on the point, leaving them behind. There you go. You just give them a free tick with that. Good job. How to throw games. Thank you for the follow, Woohoo. Appreciate it, man. What if they did this in Overwatch League? Would it work? Only if the team didn't use cooldowns. It probably would have worked because they would use their movement abilities to get to the point. Meanwhile, the defending team didn't need to use cooldowns to get to the point where they are. Problem is if the enemy team, like the defending team, is now engaging, and the attacking team is just using their cooldowns to get away from them, right? And meanwhile they are chasing them, right? The defending team with their cooldowns as well. So what you did is basically you just set the fight at a different point. We only have 1 minute here, so we kind of need to make this work at D.Va. Monkey's feeding. I mean, catches the enemy team off guard, right? Most of the time. So that's why it's working. Theoretically, it shouldn't be working because you just set the fight up at a different point of the map. That's like, they did it because it's desperation time, right? They only have one push, so they might try it. If it works, it works. If not, fuck it. But like, if they only have 1 minute left, we really gotta play aggressive here, so they don't have any chance of taking this point whatsoever. So we saw Shanghai doing this in Overwatch League, right? Shanghai set up on the high ground, caught Dallas Fuel off guard, won one team fight. After that, they need to change the position because then Dallas Fuel expect them on the high ground, right? So they have to change up their angle on engagement. Off engagement. Angle off engagement. Aim is language is gradually getting worse. Shanghai doing something good, something very good. Like, this might work for one push because they don't react in time. Theoretically, it shouldn't work most of the time. It works though. Right. Dropping on the supports here in the backline, that's good. Now it's kind of a brawl. Who gets the kills first? The kills going in favor of us here. That's actually the first good. I mean, you can engage, Why don't you do this all of the time? I'm so confused. Wanna join our customer? Yeah, well. Other times it's not so much. What is everyone? Okay, 11? 6v6? Who do you mean? Do you mean me? I'm confused. I fixed it, thank you, Snake. Did someone get removed from the server? What is happening? Fuck him. I have one more push here. I'll be a little bit careful. Oh, Moira's so low. Okay, now we jump in again. Ah, okay. Focused on the monkey. Monkey's so low. Oh, big ultimate. Nice. Buying a lot of time there. Nice. Mark going with big here. That's actually the first time in this whole match that you did something coordinated. I love it. It's good. Good shit. Why does it always take like dangerous situations for people to realize what potential they actually have? If you play like you played here, dude, no problem. You would have stomped them into the ground. Use trim of target prioritization? Oh boy. We can try that. We can try that. Me? What's happening again? We can set it up or we just do a video of it. Post it on YouTube. Pretty tough topic though. With a lot of investigation, but there's some simple rules. Just gonna cover the simple rules here. Supports over everything, right? Supports give sustain. If supports are that takes a lot of sustain. if supports are getting protected, it becomes a little trickier. Generally, flankers are always good to just take down easily. If they are playing out of position and engaging either too early or too early most of the time. So flankers are probably the easiest if they are playing too aggressive and going in too early. Second, you really want to focus supports in a team fight. Get the supports, take the sustain from the enemy team, and you're good to go. In dive that is. If you play Death Ball comp, your target should be getting down the Reinhardt shield. If it's Reinhardt v Reinhardt, the first team who breaks the barrier wins. It's pretty dependent on the composition, because you take a different approach for most compositions. Like with dive, you basically dive the supports, right? Or like the most immobile target. Target call, that's shot calling. Let's become Korean then. Let's say they have Mercy, Lucio, McCree, Ryan, D.Va. It's a pretty bad comp, but okay. We focus Mercy, get her down. We dive the McCree. No. No. In this situation... okay. What map are you playing? It's pretty important as well. Plays a pretty big role. And are you attacking? Are you defending? That basically all contributes. What map are you playing? Are you playing attack? Are you playing defense? What team comp are you playing? Okay, Mercy, Lucio, McCree, Ryan, D.Va, Tracer. Attacking, dive. What map? Where are they setting up? Let's say this map with our current comp. This map with our current comp, we're playing on attack. They have Ryan, Lucio. Okay, where did they set up? Where's everybody standing from the enemy team? Are they playing high ground? Or are they playing low ground with the Ryan on defense? High ground. They're playing high ground. Okay. Then you force them on the point with either Tracer, like you force the Reinhardt on the point, basically, right? If the Reinhardt is not on top anymore, that leaves the people on the high ground very vulnerable. So what we want to do is we want to claim the high ground. So as soon as the Reinhardt is on point, he's basically useless for the whole enemy team. And we can just set up on the high ground. So that means we jump high ground and we focus whoever's on the high ground. If we are lucky, we get a pick. If not, we charge ultimates. Then we push the Reinhardt basically, right? So we put pressure on the Reinhardt, see how he reacts to it. We can just fly with Pharah over Reinhardt's head and pressure him a lot. There's not much they can do against the Pharah apart from the McCree. The next step, we force them off the high ground. If the McCree isn't dead yet, we dive the McCree. That is, if he doesn't stand next to the Reinhardt, then it becomes a little trickier, because then you can't dive him, but you need to approach the Rein, right? So that means you're walking up to the Reinhardt with Winston, putting the shield, zapping him a bit, trying to force the McCree out of position, then D.Va can get him, or Winston can jump on him. You gotta play around the fact that Rein can, has a lot more potential than you as Winston on the low ground. What D.Va could also do is just taking the high ground position either here or behind the point and put a lot of pressure while still peeling for her support. If Lucio and Mercy is still up, do we focus McCree still? Yeah, of course. If the McCree is falling, there's nothing that can protect you against the... If the McCree is dead, there's nothing the enemy team can do against the Pharah. And then the Pharah is just free reign. You can just clean up everything. You either go for Mercy or for McCree. But it's like so situational. Like, there's so many variables. Like, what do you do if Rein and D.Va sit the whole time on the McCree? Then you obviously don't focus down the McCree. Because Target prioritization also. Okay. Let's just count the variables. For now. Are we attacking? Are we defending? What team comp are we playing? What team comp is the enemy team playing? Are they playing on high ground? Are they playing in low ground? Are they playing in a weird composition that we've never seen before, and we first need to find out how they play this out? Are they playing aggressively? Are they playing defensively? Which players are they protecting a lot? Which players are they not protecting a lot? What is our objective, right? Do we play point? Do we try to get an early pick? And so on and so on. Oh, Mew, see you tomorrow, man. There's like so much that goes into that.